What? I mean, I'm live now. Monday review? Y'all forget about my new Monday night review. I'm live. Just saying, look. Might be tater tots. What's up, Soul Squad? What's up? Hey, Sonda. Hey, Karen. She said, I'm here. Hey, KF. Hey, Lady Parker. Hey, Miss W. Hey, Diana. Excuse me. Hey, Special K. Hey, Patrice. Hey, Mocha Mocha. How, oh, my leg. How you guys doing today? Hey, Pat Pointer. Hello. Hey, Miss Harris. Trinice in the house. Hey, Granny. Y'all, you know, we got to wait till we get a full house. Hey, Miss Wiggins. You here for the review and haven't seen the movie. You know, spoiler alert. Yes, this is going to be a spoiler alert for you then, right? Because I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I got a lot of good things to talk to you guys about. How you know about that, Sandy? Shady. How you know about that? I mentioned that. Girl. So before we get started in the mood, let me tell you that I did make the white sauce pizza. I experimented on my family first, and thank you. Let me tell you, I made it 2 days in a row. My kids is like, Mom, that thing better than Pizza Hut. I say, I know, right? Man, that creamy white sauce, I will never ever use tomato sauce again. Never use. Cause remember, I've had some people before that. I'm not a big tomato sauce person. I don't like tomato sauce that much. When I buy pizza, I always get light sauce, and my kids always get extra sauce. And I always get light sauce. I barely want any sauce on my pizza. What's up, sister? New Life Journey. But girl, I know how to make this Parmesan garlic white creamy sauce. I made it 2 times. They was in here like egg one. That thing was good. So it will be a video coming up on it. You know, I gotta experiment on the kids before when I do something first from the beginning, right? It was so good. Kay says it sounds good because I don't like sauce. I don't even. That's one reason why I think I don't eat spaghetti. I don't eat spaghetti. I don't like tomato paste. I don't like tomato sauce. But I'll use ketchup, but I don't use ketchup on everything. All right, guys, this is Movie Review Monday. We are doing the Lifetime. I'm going to dig right into the Lifetime movie just because I got some other stuff to talk about. Some other movies I think you guys should be watching. Some other things. It was so, y'all, tell me, I've been looking at movies, okay? Hey, Ty, what's up? Hey, Rochelle. Rachel, hi. Hey, Lean. So, hey, Low Light. In my favorite place in the world. How y'all doing? Hey, Stacy. Because I see Tia say, hey, Stacy Nelson. That means Stacy in the house. What's up, Tag? Okay, so this is what's up to all of my Soul Squad. Good evening. Lifetime movie review, Saturday night, 8 o'clock. It was A Circle of Deception. I looked at it this month. You know, I tell you, I play bingo. I do on the couch. I can't look at it on Saturdays, and I don't look at it on Sundays. I watch it on demand on Saturday. Hey, Miss Davis. That's right. Well, you here now. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So Circle of Deception was so good. I mean, again, something that was pulled out of the Beauty Queen headlines. First of all, I didn't know beauty queens had so much drama with them, okay? Because you know when it go off, they get this little documentary and stuff and everything. And this is pulled out the headlines, something that former beauty queens and stuff do. I don't know what's going on with people. I don't know, just because you're a former beauty queen, you think you get away from stuff, get away with stuff. You think you got the gift for gab. You know, people got the gift for gab. That means people who could talk so much that people actually believe everything that comes out their mouth, and they could persuade you, even when you know you shouldn't be persuaded, but they do. That's what this lady was. Man, so good deception was good. And basically, it was about this lady who was friends with, and the thing about it, she was friends with another lady who had low self esteem about herself, wasn't happy in her marriage, and just was looking for some more excitement. But it's just like she didn't like the man that she was married to. So that let the other girl manipulate her. You know what I'm saying? It like the other girl who manipulated her. She was her landlord. She was renting her home from her. She had her business, I believe, on the side or in the basement. She was a hairdresser. Business wasn't going too good. They couldn't meet the rent on time at all times. And then the husband had a fetish. Okay. Yeah, her husband was a freak. Thank you, Lady Pocket. That's what I say. Okay, I say fetish. Here he was a freak. Okay. He was down with the bondage and the dildos and all that stuff. He was ready to get it. But he was into fetishes. But he had a good idea. There is a market. She was too much in a box that sometimes you in marriages and relationships you make got experiments to keep the things going. They say he was a but see, you got to use the word pervert kind of not loosely, because just because someone's into bondage and they like a little bit sight in the bedroom, that don't make them a pervert. That really don't make them a freak, because they want to do it with you. It's not like they want to try to kidnap somebody and do it with them, or they probably just got all this type of porno and looking at. It's that he was trying to bring excitement into the life. He was a kinky little man. He was trying to freshen up the bedroom, and it's nothing wrong with that. Plenty of people do that. They got therapists that help you bring life back into your bedroom, and that was his way of trying to save his marriage. And also, he was talking about putting money into it, opening up a store, because even though doing his little freakiness, he realized there was a market for it, and he was like, let's sell this stuff, we'll make a killing. She wasn't about making that money. You know what I'm saying? That was one thing with him too. It did come out he was an ass, because he was having an affair, and he blankly threw it up in her face, which I thought that was so wrong of him. If he wasn't having an affair, I wouldn't say that he was so much of an asshole, but he was, because he was having one. He took his daughter around the lady, and he just basically just threw it up in his face. But if he was just, no, we ain't talking about T.I. and Tiny. What the heck, Ty? I don't know what's going on with them. See, I'm not a gossip channel. I gossip about movies. But I don't know about that superstar lifestyle where you get all that stuff that to talk about. I don't know what's going on in that world. But in the movie, if she would have just experimented with him, but she wouldn't come out her comfort zone. And maybe she ain't noticed when she married him that she was marrying a little freaky deek. I don't know. But I'd have been down with maybe selling the stuff, trying to make them coins because it's a market for it. And he was talking about opening up a little store at the gas station. But I think she was just too conservative for that. But and it freaked her out in her head. I think she was more worried about if someone knew what I did in my bedroom, or someone knew we were selling this stuff, and what would people think about us or whatever. But yeah, so like I said, if he wasn't cheating and he wasn't throwing it up in her face, I could have been down with him saying let's open up another business, because this business that we got is failing. I would have been down with him with that. You know what I'm saying? And if you wanted your marriage to work, I mean, you ain't got to do all. Yeah, you don't dare see, and that's why I say he was a butthole, because you took your child around your side piece. No matter what's going on in the marriage, you leave the child out of it. If you're going to cheat, you first of all, cheating supposed to be sneaky. Who the heck, when somebody openly cheat and they let you know, that means that they're done. That means they don't have no respect for the marriage, no respect for you. It means that they just want out, because excuse me, that's what she gave him. She gave him the feeling too. Because remember, it's two sides to everything. No, because you're unhappy you're married, so that's not an excuse to cheat. But she gave him the feeling that she didn't want to be bothered. She wasn't interested in the same thing that he was interested in. She was fascinated with her landlord's life. You know how some people look at other people's lives and they be fascinated by it and wish that was them, wish they could be more opening, wish I could be more out there like that person. So she was fascinated with her friend's life. To me, she was, I hate to lose this term, but we are talking about a movie, but then it was based on things. She acted like she was a weak woman. She did. And that made me so mad. I said, you need some balls, girl. What is wrong with you? And then she made me mad because the lies that she told the police. Did y'all see the lies she told the police about her husband? Now I know this Bama deserved for her to be mad at him. Okay, but she went too far. I mean, she did a restraining order because she got scared because he threatened to take the baby away to Alaska. Okay, I understand why you doing. Yeah, she didn't have a backbone. I could say that for a reason. She needed a backbone, and I understand her doing a restraining order, but when she added the lies in the restraining, that's why a lot of times women are questioned when they do restraining orders, or they question when you said someone is abusing you or doing this to you, because you got the women like her who want somebody to be on their side versus just telling the truth. You making up all these, like she made up some lies about this man, okay? She made up some lies. Yeah. She went too far. Yes, she did, lady. But I was like, are you serious? And then not just the first lies she made up. What about the second lies? Once he got, man, that's about how the girlfriend and the crazy boyfriend. Okay, she got her just dessert. She got what she deserved. She been wanting this man since they were kids living on an island. He ain't paid no attention to her because I guess she said she used to be overweight and she wasn't attractive. She was overweight. So when they were younger, the man that she was with now that she did all this stuff with, he wasn't interested in her. But she thought she was like, but I look good now. I said, no, no, you don't. Cause she had a nerve to tell her friend, if you lose a little weight and and get back out there and look at me. I said, look at you. I said, she's smaller than you. So how you gonna tell her she need to lose a little weight? Because she was smaller than her, but she gonna tell her that she need to lose a little weight. First of all, she was high on her horse. It's nothing wrong with having confidence. I support confidence in everyone. But it's something different than having confidence and being cocky at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's my mother's telephone. Oh, I don't know if my son's song copyrighted or not, but I don't know if it's song copyrighted. Yeah. And that's why I said, Miss Davis, I said, look, I said, who was you be calling this woman fat to tell her to lose some weight? I said, she was smaller than you. You were tall. You had a square box. Ain't had no butt or nothing. I mean, what's so good about you? But you know what? She carried confidence about herself. She carried confidence about herself, and she was ignorant. Yes, she was. Yes, she was, Miss David. She was very ignorant, and she was cocky, and that's why I didn't like her personality. I could deal with somebody who had confidence about themselves, but I can't deal with nobody who had confidence about themselves, but try to belittle other people and think they're on a higher moral. They on some higher standards. Hi, Bree. Oh, hi, Bree. How you doing, honey? Why you? Oh, Bree ain't watching. Why you ain't tell me? Oh, I apologize. I said the 8 word, and I got a baby in here looking at. Yeah, she lacked humility. Yes, she did, and that made her ugly. That made her ugly because she lacked that. And then you had the nerve because your man needs some money. She wasn't working. She was putting on the rent. Y'all living off credit cards in Vegas. You had the nerve to plot and kill somebody else's husband. Because this family talking about he always wanted to kill somebody. Well, shoot. Come on now. How many people say that but actually go through with that? You had the nerve to plot and kill someone else's husband. Because you don't have thought that if she get insurance money, she's going to buy your house. They're going to take you out of debt. The audacity of some people. Hey, Division. It was a crazy movie. I hate that was based on a true story. And another fact that I hate too about this movie is that even when it all boiled down to it, when they came and told her her husband got killed, she made herself look so suspicious. She was just dumb with it. I don't know what was wrong with this woman. It was like, she was just dumb. She was like, oh. She had no emotion behind it. You had just made up with your husband. Y'all just was just intimate with each other. He broke up with the woman in front of your face. Let's give this marriage a try. And then when they come and tell you this man is dead, who just left your bed, you go, uh, looking stupid. I hate to call another woman stupid, but this chick was looking stupid. She made herself look suspicious because she was just not. She was just like she had no care in the world. And then before she knew why they was there, here come another set of lies. Talking about he had multiple women, or maybe one woman, or maybe just one woman. And he was with men too, or maybe just one man. Or I think he did a lot of freaky stuff. No, people didn't come there for all that. They just let her talk. Maybe they could let her talk a whole eternity. They just let her talk. And every time she opened her mouth up, it was a bunch of lies about her husband. And she looked so stupid. I was so mad at her. And the way I was there, I'm glad she had trouble getting that insurance money. I'm glad she was a suspect, because a person of interest, because you made yourself look that way. And then you just kept lying on this man character because hey, he cheated. He was a freak. But he ain't deserve what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for my water bottle. I know when I get to talking, I get thirsty. And he ain't deserve what happened to him. And then on top of that, she lying on this man. Oh, and then what about when she sat down with the insurance agent? She was arrogant. It was like, give me the money. Oh, I was prepared for this. Man, my lawyer. You know what I'm saying? This lady telling you you may be a suspect in your husband. You're a person interested in your husband's murder. So we can't release the insurance funds. This man had 3 insurance policies. Then she talked too much because her girlfriend didn't know that he was into insurances and stuff. He had 3 insurance policies. Maybe the girlfriend wouldn't have plotted to kill her husband for she could just buy a house. All this was for her to stay with the man that she wanted, to get her credit cards out of debt. How much money do you think your house was worth? What 300,000, 400,000? You wanted her to buy that? How long was y'all lived on that in Vegas before y'all tried to do something else? This whole movie was crazy. That's why it was a circle of deception, because the beauty queen was a deceptor. Okay? The beauty queen was a deceptor. She did everything. That girl hung on her every word. Everybody was wrong. It was everybody wrong. The wife was wrong for always telling her information, but she lived vicariously, if that's the right word. She lived vicariously through her landlord's life because she was unhappy with her own. She didn't know how to juice up her marriage. She didn't have a backbone with her husband and everything. So yes, and so she lived through this lady who's supposed to have been her best friend. Let's say it was not her friend. Let's say cared zilch about her. She did not care about her at all. But she was so far gone into their friendship that she thought was a friendship that she didn't even notice this woman didn't even care about her. All that woman cared about was getting her rent. Okay? Or trying to get you to buy this house. That's all she cared about. That woman ain't cared nothing about you, but she ain't know it. Because she ain't had a backbone. And so, no matter what her husband did, he didn't deserve to be killed the way he was killed over insurance money. People do that every day in America. There's so many cases out here where people kill people over insurance money and stuff like that. It is wrong. I don't think killing anyone is just not right at all, no matter what your reason is. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in that, not me anyway, but people do it. You had a lot of cases out here, people kill for insurance money, and then they end up getting caught, and then Who wins at the end? That person is dead and gone. You in jail and you're not getting the money. It be the ones close to you. Yes, it do. But at the end of the day, they got caught because he told his best friend. His best friend called in anonymously to the police station. It all got unraveled and everything. And excuse me. And she didn't care that the dude got caught. She didn't care. This woman, and it took them 8 months to take her down. It took them 8 months to take this whole situation down because they really didn't have no evidence to link her to this whole situation. To this person start calling in and leaving tips, and to the very end, he just said who he was and how he knew, and that's when they went around and did everything they had to do. But in the course of the man escaping for 8 months, going down to Mexico, yeah, she was very selfish. This chick got remarried to some man who was a real estate agent. Got remarried, divorced him, got houses and boats and cars. Did you see her in that courtroom when they arrested her? And the way that judge was looking at her, and he let this lady out on bond. He was a freaking idiot because she got to get her grass cut. She got to go shopping and she got to get her nails done and she got to buy her winter outfits and stuff and go look for documents and papers that help her in her case. This judge fell for it, lock and sinker. He fell for it. And because the way he was looking at her, he was looking at her like she was the most gorgeous thing in the world, and what she wasn't. Not like downplaying nobody beauty, but come on, y'all couldn't see through that. I'm doing good, Gloria. Thank you. Man, it was just a hot mess. It was just a hot mess. It was a good watch just because I was like, wow. Yes, it was based on a true story because at the end they talked about how the man was in jail, how she did her 4 years, yeah, it was based on a true story. And then the saddest thing that I was so mad is her half sister. Why did you kill yourself? I'm still stunned. Okay, you was that scared of your sister that because you called and told the police everything, and then you turn around and killed yourself. I understand she said she couldn't sleep, she couldn't eat. She was going crazy by knowing that her sister did what she did and she couldn't tell nobody. So she broke down, called the police, told the police, but then you're gonna kill yourself. I was like, why you kill yourself? But, it was too much on her. It made her depressed. And when you get depressed, you don't know what you may do to yourself, to somebody else. So it made her depressed to have all that knowledge. And then the thought that she had to betray her sister, to get it off her chest, to get it out of her mind so that she could feel better. So, yes, she was a SpongeBob building. Remember I said she was shaped like a square? She ain't had nothing going on. The friend looked at the friend's shape was better than hers, and the friend was smaller than her. And she gonna tell the friend she need to lose some weight. I said, well, damn, she's smaller than you. Who are you talking to? Yeah, but I hate that her sister and this whole situation made her sister commit suicide because depression built up of everything that she was doing. And she had no remorse. She hung herself. That was so sad. She had no remorse about anything. And I think that's what the sister couldn't take. She was just constantly talking about it as it was nothing, getting ready to do things, to go out, planning stuff. And she didn't really, you killed somebody's husband. You plotted a murder. But you just don't care. It was just, and I guess the sister just couldn't take it. And she couldn't take it. And it was, I guess, to her, and she had nothing to do with the crime. I mean, you had knowledge, and I guess to her that was the easy way out. But like I said, it made her depressed. And when a person get depressed, you don't know, they think differently. They don't think logically or have any. They don't have no kind of logical sense behind anything because depression is real, and you don't know what's gonna how it's gonna make you feel. She had no feelings, only for herself. That was why she had no feelings, only for herself. Y'all, I'm gonna say it was a good watch. It was a good watch. I'm gonna give this. I give it 3.5 stars. It was a good watch. But I'm mad at the housewife. Of course she got away at the end. At the end of the screen, they put everything up that happened to everybody and saying she never had no connection to the husband's murder. I said, well, she never had no connection because she didn't know you was doing that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she did. Because at the end of the day, what she do? She got the insurance money, didn't even buy the house. That girl broke down. I did all this, and this chick ain't buy my house. Then she ended up losing the house just because she had no money. Her business is going downhill, and the other insurance policy she could never get the money from because they still had her as a suspect. So her house went in foreclosure, and she had a house for a hot minute, and she lost the house anyway. But she deserved what happened to her and deserved because all the lies she told about her husband. She tried to bring her husband down because I don't know. No, like it's not scary. No, like saying Showtime, Lifetime got nothing but scary movies. It wasn't scary. No, I heard about it. I'ma see can I find it on actually I'ma see can I find it on Hulu because I heard about my friend called me and I said I've been hearing stuff. I didn't know what day it was coming on, what channel was coming on and all that stuff. But my friend told me a lot of stuff about it, but I'ma have to watch it. I really gonna have to watch it. All right, y'all. So if you want to see Circle Deception, it is on demand. It is an okay watch. It is. It's an okay watch. I give it 3.5 stars. That means it's worth watching. If you don't have nothing to do, you want to get a good flick. Circle Deception. Lifetime is doing their thing. They got a lot of good stuff coming up. I'm gonna stay focused on Lifetime to give you guys a lot more suggestions and movies on Lifetime to watch. At the end of the review, I'll tell you what's coming on this Saturday at 8 o'clock, because this is a doozy. The one that's coming on Saturday at 8 o'clock is another one pulled out of headlines and stuff like that. It's going to be good. It was a messy drama, but it was somebody's real life mess. And that's the stuff about it. It was somebody's real life mess. Oh, and one more part before we go. She had that Bama so hypnotized. They in court. He on the stand getting sentenced to 85 years in jail. I plead the fifth. And she back there smiling like she the goddess of everything that came about. This man getting 85 years in jail. He pleads the fifth. Don't want to talk and say nothing. This chick get 4 years in jail. And then the only reason she plead guilty or signed papers because just to get them what they wanted. She don't think she did no wrong. Even at the end, she said to me, was I wrong? You was wrong as heck. You was wrong all the way around. This woman had balls, okay? She had balls. I said she felt herself. She felt herself. Because when my man side piece come knocking at my door, coming up in my house, talking about he may be here, but his heart belongs to me. Man, come on, man. Who will go out that door head first? But even his wife, she was addicted to drugs. They were selling drugs doing all type of games. They were scammers anyway. So she ain't had no mouth for this woman. I mean, everybody just let this woman walk all over top of them. Everybody let this woman walk all over top of them, just freely. It was just like, wow. Yeah. Yeah, it was just wow. Ain't nobody side piece coming up in my house. I don't care how messed up my marriage is. Even if I know he having an affair. Side piece ain't come banging to my door, barge in, and they're gonna tell my husband you need to go or you this, you that, and he don't love. Man, that chick wouldn't have a chance to get out the what? He ain't calling you. Oh, this mom was calling me. That chick wouldn't even have a chance to make it out the door. She wouldn't even came in my door because if he answered it and then he was done, he'd let her in. She was very manipulative. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. It was crazy. Yeah, that movie was crazy. It was wild. It was wild because all these people let this woman do all this stuff, and she barely got off with a scratch. What is 4 years in jail plotting a murder, being behind everything? She could do that standing on her head. Get out and still live her life while this man got 85 years for pulling the trigger. I'm telling y'all, a circle of deception was good because she was the scepter and she did her thing. I can't be mad at her for real. I really can't because if people gonna let you do that to you, do that to them, come on. Anytime somebody let you run over top of them, that's their fault. That's their fault. Okay. Yeah, so guys, look at Circle of Deception. It was a crazy movie. It was just out there, far fetched. You can't even believe this actually really happened. But they saying it happened. So this is one of these beauty queen stories. Oh yeah. Lifetime on demand Circle of Deception. Mm. Okay, now let's get to my favorite channel. And before we get to our favorite channel, let me go ahead and let you know I scooped something out on Hulu. Let's talk about Hulu. I've been telling y'all for weeks. I wonder, I have Hulu. I got all these different apps. I'm gonna be doing movie reviews. I'm gonna try to go on different apps and find different things to talk about. If no one has not watched, and it was recommended to me a couple of times, and then my girlfriend told me about it, I went down and I talked and I looked at it today. The government versus Billie Holiday. The government versus Billie Holiday is a good watch. It is a good watch. It was good. I looked at it today. I learned things out because looking at this movie, I saw today and comparing it to the Billy D. Williams and Diana Ross version. They talked about two different things. If you look at the version that Billy D. Williams and Diana Ross did, they didn't let us know nothing about what she was going through with the government because that version is also inside the government versus Billie Holiday. So in between all of that, she was dealing with the government. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot. Y'all gotta look at that. So, I always loved the original Lady Singing Blues, but they focused more on her drugs addiction, her molestation, being raped at 10, becoming a prostitute at 14. They focus on all that, all the drugs and the songs and the one marriage to Louis McKay. But she was married before him. She was going with an FBI agent who infiltrated her and who brought her back. Man, it was. I don't really want to talk too much about it, just because I need you guys to go watch it to find more about Billie Holiday. But other than the drugs, the government versus Billie Holiday give you more about who she was. And she was a beautiful woman. Because looking at it, they showed her at the end and it drew my interest. And I went and looked up pictures of her. She was a beautiful woman. And it is so sad that drugs tore her life up like that. Them drugs tore her up. It did. She couldn't sing without drugs. She didn't convince herself she wasn't competent enough. In order to give a good performance, she thought she always had to be high in order to get on that stage. But she had so much going on that happened to her in her life as a child. I can understand why she ended up turning to drugs, or it was so easy for someone to introduce her to drugs. Because remember, when a drug addict, when you get that first high, they saying you chasing it. You'll never get that first high that you got the first time you used it. Anytime after that, you're just using the drug, like my friend told me, you're just using the drug to stop your body from aching or being in pain. Because that first high you got when you first started that drug, you never get that back. Yes, and the song. Then they didn't talk about the song "Strange Fruit." They didn't talk about that in the original. That was like an anthem to the activists of I'm trying to stop lynching, trying to stop the government and the people. Trying to stop them lynching our black people back in the day. And they couldn't stand that song because it reminded them of what they were doing to us as a people, as black people. They tortured us, they lynched us, they went after us for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Because they seen things that wasn't right to them. It wasn't right to them. So they go like, okay, they'll let people lynch you. People can lynch you and then got away with it and then go to jail for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she was fighting against. That's what the song that she wrote, Strange Fruit, was all about. And the government couldn't stand for her to sing this song because it reminded them, it reminded the people, like they said, it made the people think they was doing something wrong. You were doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? You were doing something wrong. So I love the movie, The Government versus Billie Holiday. It gave us more insight of her life, not just the drugs, like everything she was going through, how the government framed her, how they plant drugs on her to get her locked up, how they had another black man agent infiltrate her and pretend like he was something else and really he was an FBI agent. Man, it was crazy, but from what they were showing, it was some facts that they pulled up and they made it into a movie. It was really good. I wanted to say the man who made the movie, I had his name on the tip of my tongue. Anybody know who made the movie? I forgot who it was. And I know the man's name, and I said I was going. He makes a lot of good movies. I think it was John Singleton. Was it John Singleton? No, not John Singleton. It was somebody. I gotta look it up, but I just want to tell you guys on Hulu, go look at that. It was a great watch. I think you guys going to enjoy it again. And then they got a special on there with Oprah Winfrey. She talks about the movie. That Lee Daniels. Lee Daniels. That's a man that did the movies on Channel 5, Star and Empire. That's the man that Star Empire, right? Lee Daniels. So yeah, so they got a special, a 45-minute special, and they were Oprah Winfrey and the stars. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. With the stars of the movie, Oprah. I said I was gonna look at the special, but I ain't look at it. I think I might go back and look at it. But it's just Oprah, interviewing the stars, probably interviewing what they like about the movie, how they felt to portray. Because the young lady that played her in this movie looked more like the real Billie Holiday than Diana Ross. Diana Ross looked nothing like Billie Holiday. She didn't. The lady who played her in this new movie, The Government versus Billie Holiday, this young lady, she looked it just like. She favored her the most. She favored her the most, and I think she did a good work. She did a good acting in this movie. It was really good. So guys, go look at it. It's a good watch. I give it 4 stars. It's very insightful. You do get to know more about Billie Holiday, and they still talk about the drugs and the husbands and the affairs and everything. So it was really good. She did. She even sounded like her too. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Okay, now. Yes, she sounded like Miss Day, sound just like her. Andrea Day. She got my name because that's my name. She sounded just like her. Okay. Are y'all ready? Oh, he did the movie Precious too? I didn't know that. Yes, it's the United States versus Billie Holiday, and it's on Hulu. And another movie on Hulu, I looked at Nomad Land. Nomad Land. Now, this movie is really slow. But Nomad Land, I thought it was good. It was a slow watch. It was a comfortable watch. Even though it was slow, it didn't have no excitement. This movie is at theaters now, and it's called Nomad Land. And the movie is based about, y'all know anything about people who lives in their cars and stuff, who people who's opting out to sell their houses and taking their money, making buses or converting vans and stuff into living spaces because they tired of the bureaucracy of paying rent, paying electric. They living on the grid and everything. Nomad Land is about this. It's about this woman who husband passed away. The plant she worked at closed down. It's about her reinventing herself. I'm gonna say she's not. People, little girls, like my mom said, she homeless. She said, "I'm not homeless. I'm just without a house." She choose to do that. Because everybody is doing. I look at YouTube and I watch van life. I watch tiny homes. I watch people who convert their cars and their vans and stuff into living spaces. It gives you a sense of freedom. You know what I'm saying? It builds stresses you out. So it gives you a sense of freedom. It gives you the luxury to just not to answer to anybody, not to owe anybody nothing, just to live life and be free and be you. So that's why I like No Man Life. If anybody interested in that type of lifestyle or You just want to watch it from that person's perspective on how they live. It was a good watch. I say it was slow paced and steady. And like I say, it wasn't all that action packed, but it had a good meaning to it. It makes you wonder and it makes you think. So I thought No Mad Land was good. It's on Netflix, and I say give it a watch. Yes, and I look at all. I'm saying, when I say I be looking at you, so I look at everything, and I thought it was a good watch from the perspective of a person. Yeah, No Mad Land. I can't hardly pronounce it. I don't know why they put it all together like that, but it was like, again. If you're looking for some fast paced action, it's a somber movie. It's slow, but it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? That you can still watch it. I liked it. I give it 4 stars just because I'm interested in that life. I watch that life on YouTube, and it's so strange how people are now picking to live that type of lifestyle just to get. No, this is still on Hulu, K, just to get the stress or get the relief of not having bills and everything. Just the relaxation of freedom. Cheap RB Living from YouTube channel is about no man. Oh, okay, Cheap RB Living. So yeah, go check that out on Hulu. All right, now we about to go to my favorite. Y'all know we about to. Well, her phone right there in that box.
She got the Uber.
No, it's all a minute. You got to do it for her. No, we got to put her credit card on there, I guess.
Oh, give me a.
What?
Oh.
I got messy. I'm in the middle of a movie review. Y'all didn't see that. Their phone right there, Michael. She wants some Chick-fil-A's. Ma, tell them what you want for Chick-fil-A's. She like the macaroni cheese and the chicken strips.
Yeah, what's the 8 piece called?
I don't know. So she want an 8 piece with chicken strip?
Yeah.
Chicken strip. Y'all, I apologize.
Ain't no.
I did not in the middle of my movie review. They talking, they want food, they want this, they want that. Okay, so my favorite streaming app. Yeah, Hulu. Okay, Circle of Deception Lifetime. No Mad Lands. I gotta say it slow. Sound like a tongue twister to me. No Mad Lands is Hulu. The United States versus Billie Holiday, Hulu. So those two are on Hulu. Hey, Demarius. Those two are on Hulu. Then the other one is the first one was on Lifetime. Now we about to hit to Netflix. Oh, we did that like what? Judas and the Messiah. We did that like on my second movie review. I think we did that on the second movie review, and I said it was a good watch. I like it. It's about the Chicago chapter of the of Black Panthers, the Chicago chapter. I thought it was a good watch. If you have to pay for it, I say it's worth the money. But we did that I think my second movie review. We did that. Yeah, my mother loved Chick-fil-A. Um, so what else are they talking about? Okay, so we on Netflix. Did anybody? Did anybody go look at Behind Her Eyes? Because I'm ready to spill it all. Yeah, but remember, yes, I did. I was hoping nobody bring it up. I looked at it, Ty, but we can't talk about it. Mute review for America is on the 15th. It's next Monday because we want to get everybody else a chance to watch it. And figure out a way to watch and stream it. Thank you. So I can't say nothing about Coming to America. I looked at one, then I looked at two. I did it all on Friday. I looked at two again on Sunday. So yes, we can't talk about that to next Monday. Okay, you gotta go look at it. Okay, Netflix, Behind Her Eyes. First of all, it's under limited series. So we talked about that. What do that means? Whether or not it's a limited series or something like that. I think it's going to come back. The way it ended, it had to come back. I'm trying to figure out what I could say about Behind Her Eyes. It was good. Behind her eyes was really good. It was unexpectedly good. Okay, and the ending. Oh my God! I told y'all the ending made me cry in that movie because I felt sorry for the little boy. Uh, but behind her eyes, what y'all thought about that? That oh my God, that thing was crazy. And now when you guys okay, the ending made you guys realize why him and his wife wasn't getting along from the beginning. Why he felt his wife was not the same person he married to. It was like she changed or something. Now we know why. Because guess what? It wasn't his wife. Man, can people really astro project themselves in real life? Is that even a thing? Sometimes I think the things that they do in the ending was too. The ending was, it blew me. It blew me because I was not expecting that. Because even at the end, I still thought that was the wife that was getting off and she trapped the young lady. And I said, this dumb. First of all, she was a dummy. First of all, let's start from the beginning. For you guys who know what we're talking about. Behind her eyes, it's about a husband who is a psychiatrist who accidentally meet this young lady in a bar the night before. Him and his wife moved to this town in the UK. He meet this young lady. He meet this black girl in the bar, not knowing that the next day, not knowing that the next day he was gonna be her boss. Okay, so they met in a bar. They struck up a conversation. They had chemistry. At the end, when it's time to go to leave the bar, they kissed. And then he backed away and said, "Oh, I can't do this." She was not the type of person that had, that go to bars and pick up people. She's a divorced mom. She raising her son. She haven't been on a date. And no, that we chose the 15th, Whitney. If we go back look at last week, everybody voted for the 15th because we want to give everybody a chance to find a way to look at it because everybody don't have Amazon Prime and it was only streaming on Amazon Prime. So everybody was like they're gonna figure out how to look at it. So we chose into the 15th to get a review on the Coming to America too. So that's gonna be next Monday. So she wasn't that type of person. So when she met this man in the bar. Yeah, and he never said that he was married either. So when she met him in the bar and she felt this connection, she thought it was something. You know what I'm saying? But when it ended and they kissed outside the bar, he went her way, she went that way. She never thought she'll see him again. The plot twist was crazy, spirit. It really was. And and I'm trying to hear my mother in the kitchen, y'all. I apologize for in the kitchen doing something. I don't know. And she never thought she would see him again. But she goes to work, and this man ended up being her boss. She ended up being his secretary and things like that. Now they try to stay away from each other. They try to keep it professional. They kept looking at each other. They had eyes for each other and everything. That's when she found out he was married because when she went there, he was there with his wife. Because he was being shown around the office because it's his first time working there. So, and the man who hired him was showing him around the office. Yes. And so when she looked and she saw it was him, then she saw he had a wife. This chick hid in the bathroom the whole time he was there. She didn't come out and she went bunkers. She told her friend about it and everything. She just went so bunkers. But what made me mad is that she did too much as far as their relationship. Even, ask me this. Once you found out he was married, even though you was attracted to him, okay, they tried not to mess with each other. They did, but they liked each other. They kept thinking. And then, far as in his eyes, his marriage is going downhill. He don't have no connection with his wife no more. He don't know why he don't have a connection with his wife. He feels as though that his marriage isn't any good anymore. But why people just don't get divorced? You know what I'm saying? But we had to realize why they didn't get divorced because we didn't know at the beginning. So I was kept saying, just divorce her. Go be with the girl, divorce her. Then we found out why they couldn't get divorced because she was holding something over him. She was holding on to him. She was making him stay married to her. And that made him hate her even more, just because that he knew the relationship was over. He wanted to leave, but she basically was holding him prisoner over this lie. Yes, especially then. This is the thing that's messed me up. Now let's wait a minute, Kay. But you know what? They met accidentally. They really did bump into each other and they met accidentally. But the woman, the girl knew who she was. She didn't know who the girl was, but the girl knew who she was. And then when she told her, "Oh, I work for your husband, so, so, so," you built a friendship. Why would you build a friendship with with this man's wife? She built the friendship. The lady really thought she was making a friend. She didn't realize until after she did that astral projection that this woman was having an affair with her husband. Now, when she found out this woman was having an affair with her husband, at this point she started manipulating her. I wouldn't have told her anything. Especially when you knew, when you bumped into her, you saw her face, you knew that was his husband, his wife. And you knew that you had some type of feelings for this man and you trying to work on it, stay away from it. It was crazy. I didn't like her interaction with the wife. I thought that that was wrong. And then when she built the friendship with the wife, they found out they shared the same thing, that they had like a sleep paralysis. They walk in their sleep and stuff like that. They had these dreams. What they call the dreams? They call them, because they have scary dreams, and and they couldn't help it and stuff. So they had the same condition. She was even in the psycho ward at one point of her life. The wife, that's which. Y'all, this thing is so complex to talk about because it got a lot of ins and out. We talking about behind her eyes. It got a lot of ins and outs. It's a series, but overall, basically, it was just about a man cheating on his wife because he thought his wife has changed. He didn't want to be with her no more, but she couldn't leave the marriage because she was holding something on top of her. This girl, she met him accidentally. They flirted with each other. They kissed. They're night terrors. They had night terrors, and they liked each other, but they knew they couldn't be together because he ended up being her boss. He ended up being married. The girlfriend, soon to be girlfriend, ended up meeting a wife, form a bond and relationship with the wife. Now, she with the wife behind the husband back, with the husband behind the wife back. Her friend told her this is not going to end good. You can't be with both of them. You're friends with the wife and then you having an affair with the husband. That's not going to work. You can't do that. You can't do, you got to pick and choose who you want to be with. So she dumped the husband. Oh, she was rich. No, I thought he was using her, but he wasn't using her. I thought the same thing. I thought he was using her for her money. He wasn't using her for the money. She was holding that secret over him. He didn't want the money. He didn't want her. It was never about the money. She held him prisoner. But y'all know why she held him prisoner. Because we're gonna break it down. This is spoiler alert because y'all supposed to have been watched this movie. But all of a sudden, the wife had this thing. She had night terrors, and when she was in the psych ward back in the day, when her and her husband was just engaged and stuff, her family died in the fire and everything. And at one time, I thought she may have started the fire, but come to find out, she didn't. I now read your comments. Who is that? Miss Barbara. Oh, I'm sorry, Bryson, Miss Barbara. I'm sorry if I didn't read your comments, honey. They be going so fast. And I be trying to get all of them. And so, at first I thought maybe since she was in a crazy home, I thought maybe she had something to do with her parents' death, but she really didn't. It was an accident. What she felt guilty about is that when the fire started, she wasn't there. Why she wasn't there? Yeah, why she wasn't there? Because come to find out, she could astral project out her body. What that means, some type of way, she could lay herself down in some type of like coma state, and she could take her soul or her spirit out of her body and take it other places and look at people and people can't see her or whatever. Astral projection. I don't know if that's a real thing. I don't know if people could do that thing for real, but that was some crazy sugar honey iced tea for your butt, okay? I ain't think nobody could do nothing like that. Now, but you find this out as the series goes on that she could do this. Now, the guy that she befriended, yes, it's a seriously. The guy that she befriended in the mental institution, I thought he was her friend. They really bonded together. He had night terrors. You know, when you find somebody who's going through the same thing you going through, you kind of like get a bond with them because it's hard for people who's not going what you're going through to understand what you're going through. And when you find somebody who's going through the same thing that you're going through, who can understand and sympathize with your situation, and y'all become friends, and you got somebody else to talk about it, with. Wait a minute, shoot. Brandon, I'm live, bye. Because if I don't answer the phone, y'all, he seemed like he was crazy. He'll call this phone and he'll mess my whole live up. And he seemed crazy. This is so yeah. So she bonded the friendship, but he was in love, unquote, unquote. He act like he was in love with her. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like the fact that she had a fiance outside the mental home, the mental institution or whatever. And he seemed to be jealous. But y'all gotta oh, he gone, y'all. He called on this phone. He gone. I said, Brad, I'm live. Bye. Hung the phone up. Y'all gotta remember that he act like he was in love with her, but I think he was into guys too. When do y'all get y'all first notion that he was into guys? Remember when they could go into they nightmares and they could control it. They taught themselves how to control their night terrors by turning their night terrors into something pleasant, using the extra door in their night terrors to walk through to calm themselves down. Do they learn how to control their night terrors? Do y'all remember in one of the night terrors that him and her was in together? Excuse me. He had a naked butler. It was a man serving them. When he turned around, the man was naked. And she was like, ooh. So right then and there, that's our first thing when we found out that he was into guys. Didn't know he was into guys. If you look back, when you see the ending, and you think about that first night terror, when they showed us how they could control their night terrors, and that butlers, he had that naked man in there, he was into guys. And then you'll understand what happened at the end. So, when he finally got to meet her fiance, he was smitten with him. He was smitten. Oh, they never touched on why the other girl was having the dreams. I don't even know why people have night terrors, what night terrors come from. They never touch on it. But yes, it did. I think because she found her mother committed suicide or something. And I believe she found her mother when she was young. So that's why she was having her night terrors. But the psychiatrist never knew she was having night terrors. No one knew that she was having night terrors as far as I know, as far as like the new people in her life, like the psychiatrist. She didn't tell nobody but the lady, the psychiatrist's wife. So, and they bonded because she gave her the book to show her how to control her night terrors. And and you know what? And that's what I think made them bond too. Again, I just said, it's nothing like having someone else who's going through the same thing you're going through, who can understand you and why you're going through that. And right there, that starts a bond right there. You know, I finally got somebody who know how I feel, who knows what I'm going through, who don't judge me, and we can relate to each other. And that was another reason why she bonded with the wife, because the wife had night terrors. And the wife gave her a book that boy wrote to show them how to control their night terrors, and she mastered it. She really did. But she was having night terrors because her mom committed suicide, and she found her mother when she was young, and I think that affected her. So yeah, she used to have the black girl had night terrors. Yeah, she had night terrors too. Yes, she did, Dean. So, Miss Dean, so yes. So that's what I think, that's one reason why the wife and her bonded, because of what they were both going through the same thing. But she ain't know about that actual projection though. She found out about that on her own. And she found out that wife was manipulating her. Do. I say about time the fourth episode, that's when the manipulation came in from the wife. They don't show it to us because we still thinking the wife is oblivious. We still thinking the wife don't know nothing. She still thinking she's sneaking around. But by the time the fourth episode, the wife knows. But we don't know she know until the end when it all plays itself out and they do that flashback and they take you through the scenes and let you know what's going on. Um, but that's on the couch subject. This movie review, Kiki. But I don't know. I don't know if I have a feeling about that. I don't know. But we can talk about that on Saturday on the couch. You gotta remind me. But yeah, so y'all gotta look behind her eyes because this whole thing was just so crazy. The interlude, the entanglement, between the three was just all over the place. Him loving her and she loving him, and the wife manipulating the whole thing because she was able to leave her body. No, to this day, the husband don't even know that the wife was able to do that, and then he still ain't got the woman that he wanted. The entanglement was no joke. It is so hard. It's, I like sometimes I say, Kiki, do you love me? The entanglement is so hard. It's so confusing that you really have to look at this movie to understand what I'm talking about. This series to understand what I'm talking about, because the way they're thrown in there together. It's like they having one big relationship. She's having sex with the husband. She's bonding with the husband, but she bonding with the wife on the emotional level through the trauma that they have that connection to. You know what I'm saying? You think she knew the whole time? I was trying to figure out that she knew the whole time, but I was like, I don't think she knew the whole time. I just don't think, but I don't know. But who I feel sorry for through this whole movie at the end is that baby. I cried at the end. I had tears in my eyes at the end. Let me tell y'all why I had tears um in my eyes, because let's talk about the astral projection. Okay, that's, oh girl, you guys, I'm about to tell you the end, okay? But it's still worth the watch. Okay, at this point, we find out the wife could leave the body. At this point, we find out the wife told her best friend, who was the boy she met at the institution, because he had night terrors. They became best friends. She invited him to her house. When they got out the institution, she invited him to her house. He came to her house. He loved her house. He loved everything that he saw about her house. He was like, man, I wish this could be me. I wish I was rich. If I lived this life for one day, I would never go back. But see, that still didn't give us a clue because we didn't know that she could leave her body. Then I'm gonna say about episode, because this got like 8 or 10 episodes. I'll say about episode 6, we find out that she tells him about her she could leave her body, her astral projection. She shares it with him, teaches him how to do it. And then one day, when her fiance get there, he started looking at the fiance kind of like, okay, he nice. He fell in love with her fiance, meeting him the first time he saw him. Y'all see the way he was looking at him across the dinner table and stuff when they was talking and all that stuff. He fell in love with her fiance. See, like I said, y'all gotta remember, we didn't know he was gay. He gave us the projection that he was in love with her. Yeah, see, it's a whole lot, but it's not scary. It's not. It's really not scary, low life. And but he fell in love with her fiance that first night. He talked when the fiance left the next day to go do something, run an errand, or do anything. Yeah, going back to the guy in the institution. Um, he talked her into switching bodies, but she trusted him. Okay, He talked her into switching bodies. He was like, let's switch bodies or whatever, how the conversation went. They laid down on the ground. He was like, let's just do it. And she went for it because she trusted him. She never thought that he would take her body. They switched bodies. And as soon as they switched bodies, she felt something was wrong. She said she couldn't breathe. She couldn't do that. He killed her. He killed her. He killed her, took her body to become her. He killed her. And that was the twist. I was like, what the hell? But the husband, the fiance, never knew. The whole time when the fiance got back, she had this elaborate story that the boy went crazy. They were doing heroin and all this stuff, and they got into it, and she got scared, and she threw his body down the well. Then told him that the watch that she was wearing fell down the well because it belongs to the fiance and it's down there with the body. That's what she was holding over his head. That he could never leave her because he helped her cover up a murder. But the whole time it was her murder. The whole time it's not his fiance. It's the boy in the fiance body, and it's his fiance dead in the well in the guy's body. I ain't see that coming at the end. We're talking about behind her eyes. The whole time that thing tripped me out. And I got so mad at the black girl just because she had so much invested in the into the wife. When the wife wrote that letter saying that she was gonna confess to get him off the hook and I'm gonna end all this, what she go run into the house for? Who go run into the house? You just found out that she was astral projecting. You just found out that she knew the whole time she was manipulating you. You just found out about what she was holding over the man head that you so-called love. You just found out all this stuff that she was a manipulator. The man was the innocent victim in this whole thing. And you still gonna go running because this chick says she gonna kill herself. You had to say, I need some drugs. And that what made me so mad. I said, that what she get, because she had no business running over to that house trying to save this woman, but not killing herself. Let her kill herself. Let her kill herself, man. Who is you? This woman just did all this stuff to you. You know that she just did all this stuff to you, but you're still going to run. That's called having a heart, people. That's called having a conscience. And I understand that. And that sometimes get you in trouble because look what it got her. She went over there running, saw the fire, breaking the house, through astral projection because she learned how to astral project to come out the body. That's what she figured out. The wife knew everything, and that's how the wife saw them having sex. The wife saw all their intimate moments together and everything. And so you found that this woman was manipulating you the whole time, but you still gonna go to her rescue. And when you go to her rescue, what she do? She shoot her body up with drugs so that she could be all loose and limber. So when she switched bodies with you, you get trapped because you never been on drugs before. So you trapped in a high body. You trapped in a body that's high on heroin. Pretty much them damn near overdose on heroin. So when she trapped her into her body, she was limp. She couldn't go nowhere. She couldn't do anything. So she trapped her. So the girl died in the fire, and then the dude now inside the black girl's body. Come on, y'all. The dude is now he hopping bodies like the fucking invasion of the body snatchers over here. Okay, he hopping bodies like the invasion of the body snatchers over here. Get tired of one body, I'm taking this body. This Bama hopping bodies because he never gonna let that man go. He's in love with this man. So he hopping bodies like the invasion of the body snatchers. Okay. So he took the girl's body, and then the dude think he was somebody that he loved, and the whole time you right back with the same person that you didn't want to be from the beginning, and you don't even know that you were from. And then get this, he's a man. His spirit, his astral projection, whatever it is, he a man. He roofing bodies. He a man the whole time taking over women's body to be with this man. Oh my God, this thing is so crazy. It is so crazy. It's so out there. I can't wait for a part two because this can't be the end of it. Because he all happy. You know, even though his wife, in his eyes, they think the wife is dead, the wife commits suicide. I mean, he okay with it because he wanted out of the marriage anyway. She supposedly wrote this whole confession letter about the boy being dead in the well and he had nothing to do with it to get him off the hook with the police. He think he done got the woman of his dreams and the whole time he raped back with the same person that he don't even know he was. But I'm gonna tell you who do know. That little boy. He knew it the first time she went to go pick her son up. He was heartless. Remember, he a drug addict. He's shooting dope between his toes. Even though he in somebody else's body, he ruined that person's body by making them be on drugs. He's still shooting dope. That was the twist. You sound like the dead gone baby? Yes. Yes, poor Adam. We gotta save Adam. That's why I said too. I was crying at the end, and because they was in that seat, he was in the back seat, and they rolled going down the road, holding hands, being the man all happy. He think he got his woman. He think he out and all this stuff. And then he talking about going to the beach and selling. Little boy said, "Mom." But you don't like boats and you don't like selling. Remember, this little boy know a lot of stuff about his mother. This is his mother, 8 years of his life. A child knows when something is different. That baby knew something was different the day when she came and picked him up. Y'all see him in that doorway and how strange he was looking at his mother. And then the father, he kind of knew something was off because remember, she was so happy and blessed that she was going to be with the dude that, she started mending her fences with the boy's father. So last encounter they had, it was a good encounter. You know what I'm saying? They were civil towards each other. It looked like, they was gonna build a relationship with him with his woman, pregnant woman he with, and then she's moving on. But by the time that dude took her body and go pick up the son, she was nasty to the ex-husband. He felt that. He was like, "Is everything okay? You ain't got nothing to do with this. It's none of your business." I was like, wow. And then, come on. She had no passion, no nothing for the little boy. And little boy felt, I was like, say something. But he's 7 or 8. What can he say? That's not my mom. They gonna look at him like he crazy. That physically is your mother. She's right there. But that wasn't his mother, his whole mother, the soul. He know the essence of his mom. You know what I'm saying? A child know the essence of their parents. And I feel sorry. We, like you said, we got to rescue item. Them writers got to do something. It had to be a twist because I cannot sit by and let this little boy be with this Bama the whole time. Because then the man gonna think something wrong with the little boy. Because what it is, he gonna get withdrawn. He gonna withdraw. He gonna get depression. He gonna start getting into fights at school. I mean, his whole demeanor is gonna change because in actuality, that is not his mother. Yeah, the ex-husband knew something was wrong, but he couldn't finger point it because one minute they were getting along, and all of a sudden she come back after that I've been gone for the day, and then she's snapping at him. He knew something was off too. But when a person look like who they supposed to be, how you gonna say something wrong? The body is there, but the spirit is different. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Nobody know about no body switching. Like somebody said, that's a supernatural type stuff. And then the lady never told anybody. She never even told her fiance that she had the ability to do that. And that's another thing. Nobody will ever be able to help the fiance or nobody be able to help the little boy because from what she has said, she never told anybody. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take that back. When she said that to that girl, remember, she's not the girl. She's not the lady. She said that. That could be a lie. Because since she's not the lady, oh, I'm not going to the door either. My boy, Jackson, open the door. Open the door. And so
Hold
Why would
on.
they lock the door behind themselves? Why would y'all lock the door? Y'all knew what I was
He
doing.
ain't knocked on the door.
Oh,
Josh, Michael
okay. Y'all, that's a lot of stuff be going on in my house, y'all.
Who just that?
uh, um, so that could be a lie, y'all. Can that be a lie? Cause we don't know. She might have told somebody.
She on the phone.
She might have told somebody.
Well, when you get fit, come back.
I don't know. That give me something to think
Come
about,
on.
y'all.
I got that shell on.
I hope somebody else know.
They hot. I got
Cause I don't know. I need to get on board with the writing the part too. I need to contact the Netflix people because I need to be part of this whole writing the part of this series too. Because this thing is crazy. Now her food not here yet.
I'm going home.
Yeah, it's not find the boy journal. I don't know.
Who is that?
You know, this is so crazy. I know.
I don't care.
Oh, see, Anna. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Anna. I'm about to go watch it again because Juliet told me that. And I said, Juliet, I ain't noticed that. Juliet said, Tanya, the pigeon. And I'm like, what pigeon? She said, you didn't see the pigeon? I said, I didn't see no pigeon. She said, you need to go watch the ending again. I gotta go watch the ending again because Anna, you right. You the second person that said something about the pigeon. She said something about the pigeon. She said she think the black girl is in the body of the pigeon. I said, stop playing. She said, Tanya, they kept showing this pigeon. And she said, and I'm thinking she jumped in that pigeon. I said, but she was so weak, had up on the drugs. I said, I didn't see no pigeon. And she said, it's there. She said, go look at the end. And she said, you missed that part. And I said, y'all, if that girl is inside that pigeon, oh, season two gonna be the bomb. Cause I said, if she's inside that pigeon, you never know the pigeon two to the last episode. I me either. And I gotta go rewatch the last episode to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we did the preview of that already on last week. Simply the girl in the basement. That was a sad and hard movie to watch. But yeah, yes, all this jumping. That was Jackson looking for his thing. So yeah, y'all, this movie review, yeah, I gotta apologize for this movie review. I don't know, there's a lot going on in my house right now. So I do apologize. When I get my stuff together, I'm gonna have my own studio for everything. It is crazy. But yes, that pigeon thing was that. Yeah, that got me. Juliet told me about that, so I gotta go see. And the spirit colors changed too. Yes, thank you, Kern. So yeah, guys, behind her eyes, it's twisted. It's a lot of entanglement, but it is good. It's I call it a thriller. It's almost a line of a thriller. Behind her eyes, I think it was good. I think it's worth the watch. I like all the twists in it.
And give me that shredded cheese.
Well, this movie is Netflix. What we're reviewing now is Netflix. We're reviewing the Netflix Behind Her Eyes. And then we reviewed the United States versus Billie Holiday on Hulu and Nomad Land on Hulu. That's right at the movie theaters right now, and it's showing it on Hulu. If you got Hulu, you go look at it. And we reviewed Circle of Deception. Circle of Deception, Lifetime movie. It was so good, y'all. It was good. It was you know, they let this one woman manipulate them all the way around. But guys, that was a good movie. So these are all the movies that we've watched and I watch and I talk about. If you guys are interested in it, I'm guarantee you guys they are good watches. And I'm gonna tell you what else I looked at. And we're gonna talk about. I want to give y'all something else to look at. We ain't got to talk about it, but if y'all want to look at something good, I told y'all go look at Jenny in Georgia. Excuse me, anybody look at Jenny in Georgia? Yeah, Ben Jackson. Jenny, go look at Jenny in Georgia. Jenny in Georgia was good. I don't know if y'all looked at that yet. And guys, Yeah. Oh, watch The Governor on Netflix. I gotta see what that is. I got see people give me stuff. I look at it too. Hey, Pamela, and what else I look? Oh, Moxie. Moxie was a good movie. It wasn't it Moxie a series or a movie? I'm trying to figure out. Did it have episode? No, Moxie was a movie. Y'all, if y'all want to see a nice coming of age movie with young girls finding their power, coming into their own. If you got any granddaughters or you got any young daughters, or if you just want to watch it for yourself, Moxie is a good movie to look at on Netflix. It's about young girls finding a voice. It's about them finding a voice, about them standing up for themselves and believing in their rights. So you gotta go look at Moxie. It is a good watch on Netflix. I thought it was very enjoyable. It was teaching young ladies about you can stand up for yourself. You don't have to be a victim to democracy, to young men in your school. How the young men treat these young ladies in school. How they tap them on their butt and all types of stuff. It was such a good movie, and I think it was all about girl power. So if anybody got a young lady in their house who's still trying to come into themselves, still trying to recognize that they can stand up for themselves and that they got a voice and your voice need to be heard, look at Moxie. Moxie was a good movie. That's on Netflix. I think you're gonna enjoy it. And then, oh my God, y'all. Anybody like Captain Hoggle? That's her name, Captain Hoggle from Grey's Anatomy. And then she got a couple of other movies that I like too. Y'all, Firefly. What's it called? Firefly on Lane Street. Oh my god. That movie was so good. That series was so good. Watch The Red Dot on Netflix. It's really good also in the pandemic. I think I saw the pandemic one. I didn't finish the pandemic, but I saw some of that when that first came out. But Firefly Lane Street. Oh my God, that was so good with Captain Helgo, whatever her name is. She ain't been in nothing in a long time, and I did not want to watch that series. I was like, oh, this stuff look interesting. If you ever had a best friend that is your sister, y'all ride and die for each other, you're gonna want to look at Firefly Lane Street. That movie was so good. And matter of fact, let somebody cut the TV off because I'm thinking I'm pronouncing it wrong and I can't go to my Netflix right now. I'll go back and put it in my comments. But it is called Firefly Lane Street. Man, the movie, the series, it's a series. It got 10 episodes. Yes, Jenny, it was good, Angela, wasn't it? It was good. It was good. If y'all look at that, that was a good watch. We ain't gotta talk about it. Everything we ain't gotta talk about. I just want to give y'all some good stuff to look at. But yeah, Jenny and Georgia was good. That's a good series to watch. Waiting on season 2. Firefly Lane. Firefly Lane. Y'all gotta go look at that. It's Firefly Lane. That was so good. That was about a friendship, about two young ladies meeting in high school, becoming best friends. The bond is unbreakable. That thing was so good. And the way it ended, it has to have a season 2. So if you're looking for something good and interesting, and, I like stuff to make me cry sometimes. Sometimes I cry. I'm a crier. But Firefly Lane is a good watch on Netflix, guys. Check that out. Yeah. With that being said, I'm about to be out of here. The Saturday night movie. Let me know if y'all tired of looking at Lifetime. I know everybody like looking at Lifetime, so that's why I try to stick to Lifetime. If y'all tired of looking at Lifetime, let me know and we can pick something else, because I try to go all over the board and everything. But I know next Monday, watching Invisible City. I saw the previews of Invisible City. I want to look at Invisible City, but it's something about it keep making me not want to click on it. Also, watch Wanted. I saw the previews of Wanted too on Netflix. Somebody said no. Or y'all, you asked a question. I'm gonna show you Lifetime new movie this week. I'm about to tell y'all what it is. Let's see. Oh, y'all. Oh, I can't find a name. I'm gonna put that in the comments too. Cause the one that's coming on this Saturday is gonna be real good. It's based on a true story. Um, what's this Saturday date? This Saturday date is gonna be the 12th or something. It said keep watching. I ain't seen that. He got a trailer to a movie coming out. I ain't seen that. Yeah, it's gonna be 13. I haven't seen that, so he got a movie coming out. Michael G. Jordan. I like him. I told y'all he was good in that movie Just Mercy. Hey GP, he was good in that movie Just Mercy. It was good. It was good. It was good. I'm trying to find out a movie for Saturday, but I can't find it. And I had it to my tummy for I'm gonna start writing stuff down. I'm gonna get better with this movie review things. I just getting started. I will get better with it. I will get better with it. I'm trying to get better with it. But yeah, let's see what it's called. I think. So they're not giving it to me. I pulled up Lifetime schedule, but they're not showing me the Saturday night movie for the 13th. But I'll let you guys know what it is because this schedule is wrong. They're giving me on Lifetime. But I'll let you guys know what it is. But it's gonna be a doozy. I'm gonna get better with this movie review, guys. I'm going to start writing more things down because I know when you're doing review of movies, you gotta have the actresses' names and the actors' names and the directors and all that. But we're just getting started. Like anything else, things get better with time. So as we go along, I'll get better with it. I'm gonna start writing down these actors and actresses' names so that we could get things right. And, just have some fun with it. I know some of us don't have Lifetime. I know. And I do answer. I cry this about every time I look at a movie. I don't know why. They tear my heart. Yeah, I know everybody don't have Lifetime, and that's why I try to do a whole little bit of everything. That's why I'm trying to do Hulu, Netflix, Lifetime. What else channels that we look at? Amazon Prime. So that's why I try to pick something from every streaming app because if you don't have this streaming app, you may have this streaming app. So, and I got just about all the streaming apps from Disney to Hulu to HBO Max. Child, y'all just don't know. I love television. So that's why I try to pull some just from everything. Because if you don't have this one, then maybe you could watch this one and you could be part of the talk with this one, but you can't be part of the talk with that one. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I am out, guys. Love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me here on Monday movie review night, 7 o'clock on Mondays. And guys, coming to America too. Whether or not you find a way to look at it, we will be talking about it on Monday. That is going to be the title for Monday night movie review. It's going to be review coming to America too. So get ready because I'm ready to talk about it. I saw it 2 times. I now already had backroom discussions with family, with friends, and other people. Now I'm ready to bring that discussion to you guys. I wish they had a giant bundle on. I wish they did have a giant bundle on the mall and make it just so much easier. Every time you turn around, you got $12 coming from here, $14 coming from there, $7.99 coming from there. I'll be like, what in the world? Oh yeah, I gotta pay this, pay this, pay that. And be all over the place, y'all. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Thank you, Ty. You too. Blessings to everybody. Have a good Monday. I'm about to go do what? I don't know yet. Oh, mine's JD, mine's is for Wednesday. I just told my son, said, oh man, my Amazon Prime is on Wednesday. I got to review it. It's on it. Mine's the March the 10th every year. You know they went up to $119 or $122 or something a year. I remember they used to be $99 a year. And then they're like $119, $120 a year. So, but I still think at the end of the day, it's still worth it because you pay it once a year. And you know how much I love shopping my 2-day delivery with Amazon Prime. I do it for the shopping. I don't even do it for the movies. That's a plus. All right, guys. I am out. Love you guys so much. Enjoy yourself.